Welcome to Germany, welcome to Berlin, and welcome to a very special location. Today, we're happy to present the Global Human Capital Trends Report 2026. Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome from the Deloitte Greenhouse, our space for new ways of working together. Great to have you all with us, live, for the launch of the 15th edition of our Global Human Capital Trends. Wherever you're joining from, your offices, your homes across Europe, thank you for being here. Let me give you a quick frame for today. The world of work is accelerating fast. AI, markets, expectations, everything is shifting in real time. Leaders tell us we can't rely on long planning cycles anymore. We need to sense, decide, and adapt much faster. And that's the core of this year's report. Organizations aren't balancing tensions. They're standing at tipping points. Moments where hesitation costs. Moments where the human advantage truly matters. And across all our data, one message stands out. Technology alone won't differentiate you. The human edge will. This year's research highlights 3 tipping points, 3 shifts that leaders can't postpone. From human plus machine to human times machine. Value through intentional human AI design. From cost efficiency to value creation, reinvesting efficiency into innovation and human potential, and from static plans to dynamic orchestration, where continuous sensing and reinvention beat any plan on paper. And here are the colleagues that will guide us through these shifts today. You will see a map on screen now, speakers joining us live from Austria, Italy, France, Belgium, Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, and the Netherlands. We're connected live across Europe, colleagues, clients, and partners joining from everywhere. Feel free to drop your thoughts and questions into the chat. Our team is live with you. All right, let's dive in. To explore our first trend, we're heading to Austria. Servus, Gudrun. Great to have you with us. How are things in Vienna today?
Servus from Vienna. Doing well, thank you.
Gudrun, big question to start. How do we maximize the value of humans and machines working together?
We only get real value from AI when we intentionally design how humans and machines work together.
And why is this such an important issue?
Because AI adoption is exploding, but impact often isn't. Most organizations simply add AI to old processes and expect transformation. That doesn't work. Almost 60% of workers already use AI, yet very few companies define how people and systems should interact. Who decides? When do we escalate? How do roles and trust shift? This trend shifts from adopting AI to designing for AI, with clear principles, governance, and training.
So we're not just adding AI, we're designing how people and AI work together.
Exactly. Those who intentionally design human-AI collaboration are twice as likely to exceed return on investment. Tech alone doesn't differentiate. Creativity, judgment, and empathy do. And the gap is significant. 66% say it's critical, but only 6% say they are leading. Let me give you an example. One European telco added an AI assistant without redesigning workflows. The result? About 5% uplift in productivity. After redesigning roles, handoffs, and training, 30% productivity increase and better quality. This means design the relationship and AI becomes a multiplier, not a patch. Technologie allein reicht nicht. Der menschliche Aspekt entscheidet. Zurück zu dir, Sebastian.
Danke, Gudrun. Intentional design makes all the difference. And with AI everywhere in daily work, trust is becoming harder. Signals are getting noisy. So let's head to Italy. Ciao, Stefano. Great to have you with us. How's everything in Milan today?
Doing great. Thanks, Sebastian.
Here's the key question. In an AI-driven world, how do we know what's actually true about people and work?
We need to actively protect authenticity and authorship because AI now creates both insights and imitation, and they often look the same. AI produces content at massive scale, and it's getting harder to tell fact from fabrication, to distinguish what is real. This isn't just online. It shows up in organizational processes and in everyday life. Organizations are losing their confidence in basic workforce data, resume, skills, work samples, even who wrote that. GenAI can produce synthetic CV, refine interview answers on the fly, or produce polished output at scale. Only 5% say they're making real progress on authenticity. So Trend 2 asks, how do we stay confident about what is real and who actually did the work?
So the problem isn't just volume, it's authenticity. Please help us understand the risk if we don't get this right.
Absolutely. When authenticity erodes, everything downstreams become unreliable. Hiring, development, performance, even compliance. If we can't trust the data anymore, we make poor decisions or no decision at all. And when AI trains on contaminated data, the problems gets bigger over time. If AI polished work hides weak reasoning, what we call work slop, we end up rewarding the wrong things. One leading creative agency realized their AI models were only as good as data behind them. Before scaling AI, they cleaned and validated their internal dataset, checking sources, removing synthetic content, and tightening data lineage. Their HR leader put it clearly, without authentic, reliable data, we won't realize AI value. And it's true. If the data isn't clean, AI will hallucinate just faster. To make confident talent decisions, we must secure authenticity and strengthen the human judgment before relying on data that we can trust. Dobbiamo fare la differenza con senso critico per costruire un vero vantaggio umano.
Grazie, Stefano. That was slightly scary, but very real. And it sets up our next question perfectly. If both humans and AI are involved in decisions, who is actually accountable? Let's head to France. Bonjour, Fanny. How's Paris today?
Hi, Sebastian. Hi, everyone. Paris is doing very well, Sebastian. It's a very sunny day today in Paris.
Great to have you here. So there's a big one. And honestly, I hear this question from clients every week. When humans and AI make decisions together, who is actually accountable?
Yeah, and let me start simple. AI should speed up decisions, not hide who is responsible. We must design how humans and AI decide together. And here is the tension. AI is already deciding, hiring, customer service, risk scoring. But if no one on the call, you get fast decisions and slow problems. What we see in the data is this. Many companies added AI but did not design the decision system. Keep it simple. Who decides? What evidence is enough? When do we escalate? How do we track and audit? Manager also needs a new skill, managing AI. checking outputs, setting limits, and overriding when needed. And we must protect human agency. People need to know the why and feel free to say stop.
Why does accountability make or break trust here?
Good question. When accountability is fuzzy, trust drops with customers, regulators, and teams. Treat decision-making as a discipline, not a byproduct. Then AI becomes a judgment amplifier, not a black box. I'll give you an example. A global software company turned decisions into a simple system. Teams label choices as quick or big decisions, for which the playbook makes ownership clear, sets acceptable risk, and defines when to escalate. A digital coach helps identify the decision types, point to relevant frameworks, and brings up similar past cases. The result: faster decision with clearer accountability and more transparency. So the bottom line is this: make AI an accelerator you can defend, with clear whys, stronger judgments, and full human agency. La technologie seule n'est plus le facteur de différenciation, l'avantage humain l'est.
Thank you, Fanny. Clear rights and clear calls. That really helps. But decisions don't just shape processes. They shape how we behave with one another. So let's talk about culture, the human fabric inside all of this change. Hola, Jean-Pierre. Great to see you. How are things in Barcelona today?
Hola, Sebastian. Doing well, thank you. Hi, everyone.
We've heard this from many leaders. How is AI changing our culture? And what does it mean for connection and trust?
AI changes the work, and it changes how we behave. If we don't set clear norms, cultural depth starts to build quietly. People ask every day, is using AI cheating? What counts as effort now? Who owns mistakes if AI helped? If leaders don't answer, teams make their own rules. Many organizations design human AI workflows, but they forget the human-to-human part. That's when drift happens. Hidden AI use, unclear credit, less transparency, more distance. So we treat culture as something we design. Agree on AI etiquette. Be open about AI use. Recognize human judgment and encourage safe escalation.
So leaders can see culture as it happens and nudge it the right way.
Culture runs on trust, and trust often drops first when AI arrives. If we ignore it, transformation slows. If we design for it, culture becomes an asset. People share, learn, and improve together. To share some examples, companies in Europe are using recognition intelligence to spot who lives the values in real time, doubling efforts in improving data quality and governance, defining clear rules on how to use AI, requiring AI learning as mandatory. The key takeaway is name the norms, reward judgment, build connection. That's how AI strengthens culture, not strains it. La tecnología por sí sola ya no es el factor diferenciador. La ventaja humana sí lo es.
Gracias, Jean-Pierre. Culture by design, not by accident. A powerful reminder. Now, from behaviors to execution speed. Leaders ask us how they can move faster without losing quality. Grüezi, Matthias. Thanks for joining us from Zurich. How's your day so far?
Excellent, Sebastian. Hi, everyone.
Here's the big operating question from this year's study. How do we orchestrate capability and capacity at speed?
First of all, in 2026, speed beats size. We need to orchestrate people, skills, and data, and technology around outcomes, a clear vision, and in real time. Things that used to take weeks are now available instantly. And the organizations that win are the ones who see what's needed and have a clear vision about outcomes. Bring the right people with the right can-do mindset, diversity of skills and tools together quickly and act without delay. Orchestration isn't about allocating work. It's about reforming teams continuously based on signals. The basics are simple. Clear outcomes, shared capabilities you can plug in, a small capacity marketplace, and live signals so teams can recoup within hours. Leaders set the direction, teams move, and they learn every day.
And what's the business win when we work this way?
When you orchestrate well, you can improve speed, quality, and cost at the same time. You get to the market sooner, and people feel their work matters because it connects to real outcomes. Let me outline an example. In Europe, one large bank uses an orchestration platform to match work with people and AI in real time. Managers start with a clear outcome, for example, launching a new customer feature. The platform then suggests the right mix of skills, experts, and AI agents across the whole organization. Teams form within hours, deliver the outcome, and dissolve again. For the bank, this is now just normal work, not a special project, and it has reduced delivery and go-to-market time for key initiatives significantly. So what is the key takeaway? Don't do one big reorganization and stop. Keep orchestrating, focus on outcomes, watch the signals, learn as you go. Unterm Strich, Technologie alleine reicht nicht. Was zählt, ist der menschliche Faktor.
Danke, Matthias. Clear signals, fast action, really helpful. Now let's talk structure, because sometimes speed is blocked by the org chart, not the people. Hello, Natalie. How's Brussels today? More chocolate or more meetings?
More meetings for me today. Hi, everyone.
How do we get more value from our functions? Have the old pillars outlived their purpose?
Functions were built for stability, and they are not going anywhere. But here is the tension. Stability often comes at the cost of speed and flexibility. When half of our survey respondents see organizational structure as the main barrier, they are actually telling us we need to think differently about how we organize.
So the real issue is that functions are actually slowing things down?
Indeed. And the answer isn't to eliminate functions. It's to distinguish between two very different types of work. On the one hand, there's the run the business work, of which a lot can be seen as more predictable work, like routine transactions, compliance, reporting, etc. Part of this can be standardized, automated, and consolidated to free up capacity and reduce cost. On the other hand, there's the change the business or grow the business work, such as mergers, product launches, AI rollouts, strategies, new strategies. A lot of this work needs cross-functional teams, people, finance, technology, supply chain, working together in an integrated way. When you reassemble your functions around business outcomes instead of organizational boundaries, something shifts. Delivery speeds up and accountability becomes crystal clear. That's where the real value emerges. Let me give you an example. A leading biotech company recognized that talent practices were being fundamentally reimagined with technology and AI. So they merged HR and IT under one leader and deployed thousands of digital solutions for HR tasks. The result? Better responsiveness, real efficiency gains, and a more integrated approach to solving workforce challenges.
And that's the shift you're talking about.
Exactly. The takeaway is simple. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to rethinking corporate functions. The real opportunity lies in challenging what exists today and intentionally rebuilding functions for what comes next. Technologie alleen is niet langer het onderscheidende vermogen. De menselijke toegevoegde waarde is dat wel.
Dankjewel, Nathalie. Structure supports outcomes. Very clear. Now let's talk about people. With all of this change happening at once, how do we actually keep up? Hola, Ines. Thanks for joining from Lisbon. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Hi, everyone.
How do we stay relevant in a world that won't sit still?
Great question. It's time to move away from big change programs. We need change in the flow, real-time learning in daily work. Top-down change and classroom training just can't keep pace. People feel the pressure every day. We switch from push learning to support in the moment, in app guidance, micro-coaching, nudges, personalized tips, and simple feedback loops. Think of it like surround sound. Support appears right where the work happens. And we go to the unit of one, adapting to each person's role, motivation, and bandwidth.
And what difference does that make for results and for people?
Organizations that build adaptability into daily work are more likely to hit results and create meaningful work. Without it, transformations stall. Engagement drops. Let's see an example. At Unilever, teams use AI labs to test product ideas and marketing in real time. People experiment, learn fast, and apply it in their daily work. It builds skill and confidence while work continues. Make learning continuous and personal. Turn every task into a chance to improve. A tecnologia, sozinha, já não é o diferenciador. A vantagem humana é.
Obrigado, Ines. Change by doing, not by scheduling. A great way to close out trends. Up next, we're heading to the Netherlands. Here, we will be reflecting on decisions that are taken within a company but ripple far beyond the corporate walls. Bart and Tom, great to have you. How are things in Amsterdam today?
Doing very well, thank you, Sebastian.
Glad to be here. Hello, everyone.
From your perspective, what are boards seeing right now, especially with decisions that impact more than just the business?
Thanks, Sebastian. Technology will not define our future on its own. Our judgment, embedded values, and the courage we bring to decisions will. Human sustainability, the degree to which an organization creates value for the people as human beings, is crucial here. We continue to see that decisions that leaders take extend the impact far beyond the corporate walls. Therefore, it's critical, more than ever, to consciously address how boards can support in navigating the tensions between workers and organizations.
I agree, human sustainability is fundamental when it comes to AI. AI shrinks the work and it accelerates the work. It also magnifies the importance of human skill, and that's the bit organizations can't automate. Examples of questions that boards should answer are: do our decisions help people grow and enhance employability? Do they enhance business value while preserving the human experience? And do they protect well-being and reinforce a sense of purpose? Today's choices are all about designing healthy and sustainable human and machine relationships and building resilience through continuous reskilling in the long term.
So how do you see boards tackle these challenges today?
Amongst our healthcare clients, for example, we see that boards have a strong focus on community engagement and shaping the future of healthcare. They are embedding long-term considerations into transformations to steward a more human future. When I interact with board members, it stands out to me that they are increasingly aware of the impact that their decisions have beyond the corporate walls.
Indeed, and technologies like AI will continue to evolve and shape our futures. Similarly, the board members I talk to are more than ever conscious about the influence of AI into the broader society. But critically, our story will be shaped by the judgment, the context, the values, and the courage boards bring to the decisions ahead. It comes down to the tougher questions asked and the choices made that serve both organizational performance and human sustainability. Laten we focussen op het prioriteren van human sustainability in de keuzes die we maken.
Thank you, Bart. Thank you, Tom. And thank you to everyone joining us today. As we move forward, technology won't differentiate you. Your human advantage will. If you want to secure your advantage, download the study and explore the solutions. And if you want to dive deeper and experience these trends in a live setting and discuss what they mean for your business, join us for a Human Capital Trends Lab in one of our Deloitte greenhouses. And if you have questions, ideas, or want to explore any of these themes, just get in touch. We're always happy to support.